Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this tutorial of What a Man Gotta Do by the Jonas Brothers. This is a super fun song, and the great thing is that it's actually also really easy. There's only beginner chords in here, no bar chords, so no need to worry about that. And the song is also one of those songs where the roots of it are really simple, and if you want you can make it more complex by changing up the strumming patterns and making them a little bit more funky and stuff like that. So let's just get straight into it, and I'll show you all the chords that are used in the song. Okay, so the first chord is an E major. By the way, the song is in standard tuning, and if you are interested, the key is E major. Okay, so E major, that's the first chord that's used in the song. Then we have a D major, and then we have an A major, and that is it. Those are literally the only three chords needed for the song. So let's go to the intro. The intro is basically just a palm muted rhythm. Okay, you're just going to play the open E string. Okay, and you're just going to play 16th notes. So that's ta 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 ta. Okay. Okay, and the intro is 2 bars. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the intro. Moving on to the verse. The verse you're going to be starting off with the same thing, okay? Except for you're going to play that for 4 bars. You're going to play the open E for 4 bars. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then you're going to move to the 5th fret of the E string, which is actually just an A note. Okay, then you're going to play that for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to go back to E, to the open E, and play that for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, super simple. The strumming pattern can be a little bit quick, so I'd suggest just starting off really slowly if you struggle with picking. And definitely use alternate picking for this. Makes it much easier. And then of course speed it up over time once you get more comfortable with it. Okay, so after that part, then we go to the 7th fret of the E string, okay, which is a B note. Okay, we play that for 1 bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go down to the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, just 1 bar. Then once again we play the open E for 2 bars. Okay, that's it. That's the entire verse. Then let's move on to the next section. So the next section is the chorus. So the chorus is super simple as well. Very simple pattern. Okay, I'd say the chorus is split up into 2 parts. The first part is a very bare part, and the second part has a little bit more going on instrumental wise. So the first part is just going to be an E. Okay, and with this pattern, right, then you want to play you want to strum the chord, but you don't want to keep it open. Okay, you don't want to have, that's a bit too much space. So what you rather want to do is play it quickly, and as soon as you play it, take this part of your hand over here and you place it on the strings immediately afterwards. Okay, that's going to create like a post mute effect, so like that. Okay, and yeah, that's the technique we're using for this part. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the and of 4 you play a D quickly, and then you go back to E quickly. Okay, so I'll just play that slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then the second time around you play an A. You can let this one ring. This is actually nice to let it ring. You don't have to though. You can keep the same pattern if you want to. Up to you. So I like to let that ring. You let the A ring. Then you go on the and of 4, you go play the A, then you go back to the E. Okay, so I'll play that whole part slowly, and then I'll play it a little bit faster, just so you guys can get an idea of how that sounds. Okay, now a little bit faster. Okay, and that is the first part of the chorus, right? So let's go on to the second part of the chorus. It's exactly the same pattern, right? Same chords, same pattern, But now what we probably want to do is we want to spice up the rhythm a little bit. So this is the rhythm that I intuitively play. It's not really clear in the song what rhythm they use, because you can use any kind of rhythm that fits with the song. So I play something like that, okay? So basically I stay on the E there for, I think it's 2 bars. Yeah, then I go to the A for 1 bar, then back to the E for 1 bar, okay? I'll have a tab below of the strumming pattern because it's a little bit difficult, but I'll give it an explanation as well, just quickly. So we want to do a down strum. So you want to go down, down, up, then mute, down, down, up, then down, okay? And then if you want to, if you can, then you can include a little, like a muted up, down, up, okay? Like that, okay? Okay, it's really nice because it spices up the rhythm, makes it interesting. Okay, and just a quick note on at the end of the chorus, instead of just playing the E in the A, then going back from the A to the E and then just leaving it there, we can actually do this. We can add a little quick at the very end, okay? That's going to sound like this. Okay, cool. Before we move on, there is an extra part in the chorus, right? If you have maybe 2 guitars, if you're playing this in a band or something like that, then you can play the muted guitar rhythm that's used in the verse, but of course the chord changes are not quite the same. So that's just going to sound like this in the chorus. E for 2 bars, then A for 1 bar, and then E for 1 bar. Okay, so it's very similar to the verse, except for the change is quicker between the chords, right? Okay, so that's it. Let's go to the bridge now. Actually, no, before we get to the bridge, let's go to the second verse, because there's an interesting little part that you can add that spices it up. Once again, this is a thing that you would add if you have 2 guitars. So in the verse, right, we have the normal, that thing. So what you can do is you can add, okay, and depending on where the chord is, you can actually change it entirely. So this is if you're on the E, right? I will add an annotation of that, okay? And then if you go to the A chord, you can play that. And if you go to the B chord, or the B note, you can go. Okay, so let me just play that through quickly from the start to show you how that sounds instead of playing that thing, right? So it's going to sound like this. Okay, cool. And this part, the rhythm I played over there is actually exactly the same rhythm that you use for the bridge, except for in the bridge you play the full chords, right? So let me just show you how that sounds. Okay, so for the bridge, we're going to do 2 bars of nothing, right? So you can play mutes, or you can play nothing if you want to. I'd probably just do something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got this, which is probably the most complex rhythm in the song. That, okay? I'll include an annotation over there, and I'll explain it as well. So that goes 1 down strum, okay, and then you do that stopping thing where you put this part of your hand on the strings as soon as you strum the chord, okay. Then you want to do a mute after that, okay. So you do a down strum with the mute, okay. If you're muting, you can either mute over here by basically just putting your fingers lightly on the strings to mute it, or you can actually mute near the bridge of your guitar by using this part of your hand. You just rest that part of your hand and you pick it at the same time, creating a mute. It's kind of like palm muting, but you're not really changing the sound of the notes. You're just creating a mute. Okay. So for example, that's how it's going to sound, right? That's the bridge mute. This is the mute if you use your fingers over here. Okay. So that, then we do a down strum mute, then we do an up strum of the chord. Okay, so that's okay, and then we do that again, down strum mute, up strum of the chord, and then we do a double mute, which is just a down up, like that. Okay, and then we go that D to E, quick D to D chord to E chord. Okay, and we do that twice. Okay, so I'll play that really, really slowly to give you an idea of how that sounds. Okay, cool. So that wraps up the entire song, guys. Like I said, very simple song. The roots are very simple, but you can spice it up in interesting ways if you are a little bit more advanced. So thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and consider subscribing if you enjoyed the tutorial and if you found it helpful. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.